Hi House and Home, my name is Orsi Panos. I am the principal designer at Orsi Panos Interiors. This was a builder's basic kind of beige home with a major lack of personality, and it was the perfect opportunity to make this over and turn this into something very special.
I've been a fan of Orsi's for years. I've seen her work. It's so elegant, it's so livable, and I knew I wanted to work with her. I lived in a cookie cutter home that had no elegance, no grace, no style, no design. We needed help.
So this was a main floor renovation. The agenda was to create a very personal home for her here that represents her lifestyle.
My main wish list was to gut this home, to be totally honest with you, and build something that really felt like us.
So our first priority was to assess the needs for the kitchen and to create something that is more fitting to someone who actually cooks and entertains.
Being a chef, I need a chef's kitchen, and now this is definitely a chef's kitchen.
On the main wall, originally, the cabinets only reached up to the halfway point of that wall. We needed much more storage for Andrea and her family, as well as a lot more counter space. And our goal was to create a really nice working triangle between the fridge, the stove, and the sink, as well as we really wanted to create a separate zone for a coffee station. As me and my team got to know Andrea and her family, we realized that they really love color. We watched how they dressed and also went to their restaurants. They're just so playful and they're willing to take risks.
I didn't really realize how much I lived in color, and Orsi really brought that to the forefront and showed me how much I do live in color, and it was a no-brainer when she introduced the color scheme that we were going to do here.
So instead of choosing one strong color for the kitchen, we decided to play with 3 different hues. I felt that an all-green kitchen would be too boring, really. So decided to explore balancing out a lighter hue of a green and a darker shade as well. So on the pantry, we have a very dark, saturated green, and on the long wall, we have a lighter, more vibrant green, and the island is more on the blue tones. The 3 colors are complementary and they really strengthen one another. We wanted to stay away from a high contrast look. So the tiles are all in alignment with the cabinetry colors. We chose some beautiful high-end appliances throughout, and they're truly in alignment with the demands with Andrea and her family cooking and entertaining. So we created 2 zones, and they're defined by the 2 sinks. The big farmhouse-style sink is in the island, which is essentially the prep zone in the kitchen. And we also created a coffee zone with a built-in coffee machine and a small bar sink, great for washing the coffee mugs, or when they entertain, they can set up that surface as a bar.
I work a lot of really long hours, so one of my favorite pieces of equipment here is my amazing coffee machine. We just love the sort of beverage station that we have. We do entertain a lot, so we make a lot of cocktails.
Thanks for watching. This house tour is brought to you by Tanqueray. Classic or nothing.
Hi, Olivia.
Hi, House and Home.
What says classic to you?
Ooh, I think timelessness, something that could be around forever.
What is one design detail that always feels timeless?
I would say molding. I feel like any kind of wainscoting or crown or big baseboards, that feels like it could be forever.
Who's your classic design icon, past or present?
I don't really have one. I think to each their own.
Name a classic paint color.
Oh, anything from Fair One Ball. My favorite is Trayon, which is my kitchen cabinets.
Most underrated classic design element.
I think pattern floors. I think from a Victorian pattern floor, like a mosaic, right through to like a Harlequin checkerboard, it's all timeless.
What is your go-to classic piece to add to a space?
A hit of black. I think black always adds sophistication and timelessness.
White walls or bold wallpaper?
Bold wallpaper.
Tulip table or Parsons table?
Tulip table.
French doors or sliding glass?
French.
Leather club chair or velvet chaise?
Ooh, I'm gonna say both. Can I have both?
Absolutely. Eames lounge chair or Saarinen womb chair?
Eames lounge chair.
Breakfast nook or formal dining?
Breakfast nook. Give me a banquet.
Floating shelves or built-in cabinets?
Built-in cabinets.
Scandinavian minimalism or Italian maximalism?
Italian maximalism. Let's do it.
Negroni or Fitzgerald?
I just heard about a Fitzgerald, but it sounds delicious.
So instead of having a typical kitchen table and island scenario, we decided to eliminate the kitchen table in this kitchen and went for a long island, again, to create surface to prep on and just for casual seating. And the kitchen is open to the family room, and it's divided by a table that is multi-purpose, so that this table that sits behind the sectional can be utilized as a breakfast bar, as well as a study station, a workstation, but it really represents a division between the kitchen and the family room. So the family room wall color is a Ferro Ball color. It is called Setting Plaster, just a soft neutral. We really wanted to create layers and softness. So you'll see throughout that it's not a high contrast home, but the colors are complementary and they really create just a beautiful soft palette. So originally the entrance to the dining room was on the wall where the beautiful pantry wall is. We decided to enclose that doorway so that we can have this amazing wall of hardcore storage. The new entrance to the dining room is off of the family room, and it just totally made sense in terms of creating the right flow throughout the house. It also really allows the light to travel from the front of the house to the back of the house, which is fantastic. We chose to raise the height of the doorway between the family room and the dining room. It's just a beautiful, grand transition between two spaces. So we felt that the dining room needed some texture. So we chose this amazing grass cloth wallpaper in a beautiful saturated blue-green hue, which totally makes this space very, very special. Since this is the table and chairs that are used for everyday dining and special occasion dining as well, we wanted this room to be welcoming and comfortable. So the seating is very welcoming. The table is just a beautiful wood, which is warm and inviting, and the textures, the beautiful art are all the layers that just draw you into this amazing space. So the living room originally was quite bleak. It was just a square room with tall windows, but it didn't really have a vibe that would bring you into that space. So we decided to add paneling on all the walls, which creates that depth. That was the perfect foundation for the amazing gallery wall that we decided to put together. And instead of a typical sofa and chair scenario, we pulled 4 chairs together around the round table to create that perfect and inviting conversational area where you can just sit down and have a coffee, or you gather there with family or your friends just to catch up at the end of the day. We went for the carte blanche on using color in this house, and the powder room is a representation of that. Is choosing bold colors, taking risks, and really creating a space that is memorable. I mean, we do spend a fair amount of time in our powder room, and it's the one space where all guests get to see. They don't necessarily go upstairs to our other bathrooms, but a powder room gets well used. So we decided to go for some very special finishes here. So the colors in the powder room are definitely whimsical. The pattern tile on the floor has a little bit of that raspberry tone in it, which we decided to pull onto the walls with another layer of tiles as well as the paint color. So this creates just a vibrant and immersive experience in the powder room. We were really fortunate. We found some amazing tiles that were in alignment with the vision for this house, and one of them is the floor tile in the laundry room. It is such a fun floral pattern, and we had fun pulling another kind of blue-green hue for the millwork. I mean, laundry is not necessarily our favorite thing to do, but if this room doesn't pull you in to do it so, then I don't know. Entrances set the tone for a house, and I feel those first impressions are so important, whether it's for guests or whether it's for the homeowner coming home. We layered some color as well as a very interesting and functional bench at the front. Originally, the foyer did not have a closet, so we also created a closet by taking space from the garage so that when Andrea and her family come home, they have easy access to hang up their coats and put their shoes away. Storage was definitely an issue that we needed to solve throughout, so each space lacked storage, and we layered in as much as we could. It's such a special feeling to come back here, especially hearing how Andrea and her family have really enjoyed living in this home. We both live in Durham region, and I've known her and admired her. She's such a talent. She's just such a beautiful person. So when Andrea called to come and help her, she was dreaming about renovating her kitchen and her family room. I have to say I was so excited to have the opportunity to work with her and create something very, very special for her. So here we are now, and wow, what a ride that was.
The magical part of this renovation is that now I walk home and I smile when I walk through the doors. And before, I would walk home and just be angry. I'd come home to a kitchen that I hated, to color schemes that weren't us. And now that we've lived in this space for over 4 months, it completely makes sense, and it really feels like a home to us now.